Hello, hello, hello. How are we all? We're doing a little bit of an impromptu one tonight. Thought we'd jump on and have a look at this. I've been speaking to AFB, who's the map maker, a lot over the last couple of weeks, and he's going to release this tomorrow. All goes to plan. So I thought I'd jump on and we'd have a quick look at it tonight. But also I'm going to use the time because what I want to do with this map is this is going to be our next multiplayer server. So what I'm going to do, and you'll see when I do a tour of this map, it's a really good blank canvas map. There is, and this is not a negative towards AFB or anything like that. There's nothing on this map, but to be honest, there's nothing on this map because where this is in North Dakota, there's nothing on the map. In fact, let me just jump into. Well, before that, we should just ogle at the beauty of today's releases, JHHG's 700 series and Sid's X9, which I didn't even know was in testing. Did anybody know Sid's machine was coming out? Anyway, looking good. So, good evening, everyone. I will say that now. There's so many of you here. I don't want to say, I'll run out of time if I say hello to you, but got to say hello to Son of Ragnar for the €5 super chat there. Thank you very much, my friend. That is very kind of you. And John's been digging out the Christmas emojis. Nice to see. Nice to see. AFB will be joining us. I think he was going to try and jump on. I believe, and he will confirm this tonight. I think AFB is down in South America. I think he might be in Argentina. But I might have got that completely wrong, so we'll wait for him to confirm that. So let's jump out and have a look at the... here he is, Agus. This is your YouTube user. So Agus is AFB. It's probably the A and the B of AFB in there somewhere. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. So there you go. Oh, typically wants to do a save the moment I tab into it, doesn't it? Christian Cristaldo. So there we are in the bottom. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. Let me zoom into the bottom corner here so you can see our two combines there. As you can see, the map is a legit map. If I jump to this mode, it shows it a little bit better. But actually, I kind of matched this against Google Maps, which I've pulled up as well. And as you can see, some of these fields are very big. So this is a really big one. 31 here is very big. 175 here. There are, let me get this right, 182 fields in total. I'll let AFB keep me right if I'm saying stuff wrong here. You can jump into the chat and tell me. But honestly, it beggars belief, right? It beggars belief how big some of these fields are. I mean, it's going to need a massive crew. There's no way this is a single player. No way this is a single player map. This has to be play with your friends, multiplayer server stuff, because you would never do anything. I mean, you could actually. What's nice about it is you've got these here where you're like, oh, we could farm these little small fields here. Trust me, when we get to them, they're pretty big. They're pretty big. So, yeah, let me just jump to Chrome. So there you go. If I jump between the map, let me zoom out on the map slightly here, so we get the full map in. And let's put it to that view. So you look at it there. You look at this piece here. You look at this little bit up here. Now, if I jump to the actual real Google Maps version, you can see the area. So basically it runs from, I need to get up as well, it runs from this road down at the bottom here. This is the road that our farm is on. That's our farm there, and it runs it runs in blocks. So we run to almost this point here. That's the farthest edge of the map on this side, and we run 3 blocks over on this side. So this road here is another edge of the map here. So it's quite a big area. Now, I just want to prove to you, because as you run through this map, you'll see it's incredibly flat. So we're dragging this up to here, and as you can see, it's pretty flat. There is not a lot of undulation in this, so it's not real DEM data, unfortunately. Oh, you've put that in there actually, just there. But it's modelled very closely on what we've got, and actually, it's probably of all the maps in the world to not have DEM data. It's going to be something like this. It's nice and flat. So let's jump back out of there. What we'll do, we will jump back into the real map. The real map, the real version of the in-game. Do you know what? It's late. It's late. There genuinely is no point in me doing a map tour here. Literally driving this is gonna take hours. I'm just trying to think. Do you know what I might do though? Is I might just get a pickup, and we'll go for a little bit of a spin just so you can get an idea for what we've got. Let's just take this exactly as it comes. Where is it? Over here. So let's just jump in this and go for a run because it's raining. And lots of the crops are withered as well because I've been messing with the timescales and jumping backwards and forwards on stuff. So from that perspective as well. So we are right in the bottom corner here. So for example, let's just zoom back out to here. We are facing here. We're facing this way. So here's field 145. Let's try and do a bit of a demo with this on 145 here. If I pull out of here and run along, I mean, like I said, this has so much potential. There's 12 farms on the map. So this is field 145. See that barn over there? So I'm going to drive along here to the bottom road. It is a good drive. A good job Auto Drive's just been released. So driving to the bottom row here. So there you go. There's the length of that field, and you can see it disappears off into the. In fact, let's jump on the main road and run down a little bit and see. See how long this field is as well. So if I run down here, you can see we are trucking along here. I mean, we're moving here. We're doing 70 miles an hour here. We're not driving along in a tractor at 20. We're doing 70. No, it's not a 6-row planter map. No question. It's bigger than that. So there you go. There's the end of the field. Now, if I jump out, you get a feel there for how much we've driven there. Now, if you jump back to here, you can see we've driven along there and along there. Took a bit of time. Now, if I zoom out, let's go back to this scale. If I zoom out. That's that field, and that's the map. So there you go. And it's very rustic. It's very rural. So like things like this this shed over here in the middle of nowhere is interesting. There's just loads of potential here. I'm going to make sure I don't chuck it down the embankment here as well. But do you know what? It's just nice to have a big map. I've missed big maps. So yes, like I said, it's a bit of a blank canvas map. There are 12 farms on it. I've got a few sheds on them, and they're all going to have silos on. Something that AFB and I talked about the other day. He did have placeables on there, but they were just for decoration. And we talked the other day, and it's like, well, we should put real ones in there. So he's updating those at the moment. So I actually literally got this map about an hour ago. This is the very latest version. So you'll see these silos here now are actually the in-game silos. So he's just sorting the XML for those, I think, at the moment. So they will be fully operational when it comes to the release version. So we will head up here. So again, let's use this field as an example. So there we go, field 125, quite a skinny field but quite long. It actually starts just behind us there, but there's the silos. If we drive along here now, Eric, Auto Drive works exactly the same as it did in 19, but there's a few additional extras as well. It'll map your traffic route already. So here we go, I'm gunning along here again, 75 miles an hour. Still going. And there's the field beside us still. Still going. Still going. Still going. So there you go. Like I said, big crews, 6 combines. It's gonna be fun to do this as an MP map. I'm really looking forward to it. So like I said, you know, very sparse, few trees, and we could. I mean, we'll just keep driving, but it just goes on and on and on. There is not much to see. Bit like North Dakota, there's just miles and miles of fields. So here we go. I won't keep going on this, but you get an idea, right? You get an idea for it. So what we'll do now, what's the best thing to do now? We've got another road coming up, so actually this is a good spot to so I'm going to stop here because this is where I'm thinking about putting so just for the record there, we've driven for quite a while there. We're not even halfway up the map. So Challen, thank you very much for the membership. Welcome. So yeah, we've not even made it halfway up the map. Now this this here, I'm looking at this in the real map. You can see there's a rather large farm here now. In AFB's map, it's a lovely bit of expansive space that backs onto a field. So I think after we've had a little bit of a tour around here, I might use this area as our basis to create a farm. So could be good. I had a look as well. North Dakota's mostly sugar beets and sorry, not sugar beets. Soybeans, corn, and a bit of wheat and barley, which probably is about right for this part of the world, isn't it? So yeah, really empty, open. I'm assuming these are gravel roads in real life, off the beaten track. Not everything's tarmacked. Evening Scorpion, how are we doing? ATS, how are you doing, man? Nice to see you. Merry Christmas to you too. So again, driving along here, there is a farm here. I'll show you one of the farms, and then you know you'll get a feel for it. But we'll maybe just bounce around at some point and have a look at some of the other stuff, because we will be here forever if we're not careful. 55 speed limit. I'm totally ignoring that. So there are some nice little sheds on the map here. So there you go. Nice little farm there. A few sheds, a few bins. Now I did drop some bins in random places just to mark where the farms were. Yes, it does a lot of wheat corn, Args. A lot of wheat corn. But there are some water tables as well. So there's these little, almost kind of lakes, I would probably call them. Small little sources of water. But it just goes on. I mean, let's have a stop here. Let's just see where we are in comparison to the map. So again, how long have we been driving? We literally drove up there and along there, and we are here. So we've not even covered a lot of the map. Ignoring the traffic signs. There's nobody here, Nick. I don't need to obey the traffic signs. Wolfie, how are you? Nice to see you. Up over the main road. Look, I checked then. Alright, it didn't stop, but I checked. But yeah, I mean, look at there's so much stuff on this map. You would, like, I tell you what, there's a challenge. Combine the whole map. That would take months. Michael, don't say that to me, not at Christmas. Is that serious? Is Corsair releasing tomorrow? Are there contracts? Good question. I checked the other day, Isab, and there was some contracts running. Yes. So there you go. Some nice chunky contracts there. Field 175. You get just under $250,000 for cultivating that. So let's go and see where 175 is. I'm going to say it's over this side of the map somewhere. 170. Yes, it is a big one. $250,000 for that. We're in. Evening Bearded, how you doing? Yeah, up late tonight. I'm on my holidays. I don't care. I don't care. Wolfie, all the way from Canada. How you doing, mate? And Eric, do you know if you can use the sim dashboard designs that I have for FS19 on 22? Yes, you can grab the FS19 ones. There might be a few things that aren't quite perfect, but AutoDrive is available. Where do you find it? If you Google AutoDrive GitHub, you will find the link there. That's awesome, Michael. That is amazing news. That's actually perfect, because it means that this is actually going to be playable. It's very different. Okay, that's interesting. So there we go. Another little small map. I mean, genuinely, I'm not gonna. I'm wasting my time driving because, like I said, we're getting nowhere. Fast. We're down here and we've literally covered hardly any of the maps. So what I'll do, I'll jump up to here because Hastings is here. So we've got this is a farm actually, but we'll jump over to there's only a few sell points. Let me pop onto flight mode so we can jump up in the air a bit here. But yes, there's a shopping centre here, and here's Hastings. Rather small town, few houses. One of the big grain repositories there. Thank you, Arx, for posting that. That's awesome. There's also a factory here which takes some product as well. But I think it really lends itself to, you know, developing this as you want to develop it, adding different things in that you want to add in, different production chains and things like that. I like the fact that it's empty. And you can kind of turn it into your own map. There's something quite nice about that. What was I looking at? Sale points. So, yeah, really we've got the factory, Hastings Grain Elevator, Hastings Grain Silos, and the shopping mall are really our only 3 selling points. And obviously with no production chains here at the moment, a lot of this is empty for now. But I'm okay with that. I like that. I like that you've got that flexibility. I think what AFB's done nicely here is get us another map quick, and the same with Large H last night. It's nice to have a couple of alternatives already. I'm sure he's going to keep working on it and developing it and making it better, but for now it's just nice to be able to play on some different maps. And I have to say, I mean, I don't know if you guys are picking it up through the stream, but it is smooth. It is running really nice and smooth. So yeah, another farm over there. We've got another farm over here as well. Let's jump back to the map because it really isn't worth driving anywhere. Steve, welcome to the Midwest for winters. Bundle up and don't believe the weatherman when they say how much it'll snow. Nice. So there we go. Let me jump to that one. I can't jump to those, okay. So yes, here's a Hastings Grain Elevator. This is another one of the load points. This is in fact the one that I used on the screenshot as well there. So nice to see a lovely big, in keeping with the size of the map, dump point there. So you can just roll in there with your trucks and get unloaded. Very nice. Now, if I go down here, is it going to let me jump? Why is it not letting me jump to these bins anymore? It did let me jump in the old version. So, we've got 2 more farms here. Another one here next to these strip fields, which is interesting. Do you know what I might do is I might teleport to these strip fields because it's... If you don't know how to do this, if you type in GS teleport and then the number of the field, 52. Once I come back out of here, I am in field 52. So again, there you go, there's your strip fields. Even then, they're not small. They are not small. Turbo, when can we see a public release? It is scheduled for release tomorrow. So keep an eye open. I've put AFB's link to his Facebook page in the description below. There is, he's got about 69 followers at the moment, so we could all do him a favour and give him loads of follows and thumbs up, because I think he deserves it. He's put a ton of work into this. I mean, it's a huge, just an undertaking for a 16 times map, even just to map out all the fields. And look, go to here. I'll let it load in because it actually takes a little second for the field boundaries to load in. But he is marked, sorry, wrong one, there we go. He has marked out every single, I mean, the amount of time just to do that. I mean, crikey, 22's only been out a month. So there we go. But yeah, lovely strip fields here as well. And there's another farm at the end there. There you go, Argsy's map directory. Args post a link to it as well, so people can see it as if they weren't on the stream last night. Argsy's creating a website where you can go to and find all mod maps that are available for FS22, which is awesome. So again, another kind of rustic farm, as well as the fields as well, I must say. So huge areas like this one here. Let's jump to field 37 actually. Huge areas like this are all farmable as well. 37, let's go. If I come back there now. So there's the fields, but look, this is just open kind of grassland, something like that. I mean, it's just insane. Imagine cutting the grass on that. Imagine what your silage would be on that. Jeez. So there you go. There's Argsy's website. Still developing it, but seems like a great opportunity to start with a new game before too many maps are out and start to capture it. But look, I mean, we are still really on the edge of this. Strip fields are good for grapes and olives. That's a good call, I shoot. Yep, definitely. So there we go. What else is there to show you, really? I mean, it is a few more farms down here. So I've actually got some really tiny fields down here as well. So, I mean, even if you want to farm a tiny, I'm not sure why you would want to do it on a 16 times map if you want to farm small fields. But you know what? Each to their own, right? If you might have a game plan for your storyline or your the way you're going to approach it. So there you go. Even the small fields are massive still. Good evening, Joe. How are we? Nice to see you again. Yeah, I don't think grapes and olives are a common crop in North Dakota. Maybe a bit chilly for them down there. And there we go. Down here. Another farm on the edge of the map. Right on the edge of the map here. Lots of grain bins there. So actually quite a big chunky grain bin site there. And there we go. A few limed fields down here as well. But it is, if I jump up, I mean, it's just ridiculous how big it is. I mean, it almost feels bigger than, I mean, Yukon River Valley is the only real other 16 times map that I've got really, you know, spent time on. And I think with the hills and stuff in that, it feels a lot bigger. Sorry, a lot smaller. This feels bigger because it's just so flat and expansive. So, very nice. I mean, I kind of run out of things to say because it literally is loads and loads of very, very big fields. But really, yeah, really fun. Like, the potential's huge, right? Potential's fun just to create what you want to do with it. Imagine halving the beets in field 81. The first thing I would be doing was be going into the console and changing the fruit. So let's run back to our little area that we'd kind of identified. and let's start doing a little bit of landscaping and building, shall we? Like I said, it's not going to be a long stream tonight. I just wanted to drop in, conscious that it was going to be live tomorrow. Did want to do a vid, ran out of time today. So I thought, why not? It's always nice for you guys to be prepped for something like this and be ready to download it and support AFB tomorrow when he's ready. So we'll do our duty, let you see it. You can draw your own conclusions when you play it tomorrow or the next day or the next day. But certainly, oh, bit of a Dukes of Hazzard moment there. I think you've done a great job, AFB. It's perfect. It's just what we need at this moment in time. It's just what we need. We're crying out for something a bit different, and this is different. This is different. So I honestly, I have a vision. Maybe Boxing Day we'll do it. Maybe the day after that. I think if I can get this onto a multiplayer server, we'll load up 10 combines, some auger wagons, some mother bins, some trucks, and we'll try and clear one of these fields. Maybe we'll do it on a live stream as well. So there we go. No, Simon, this won't be on the mod hub. This is a Giants don't support at the moment. Don't support maps larger than the standard size. So this will be through AFB's Facebook page only. But here's where I kind of thought we would set up our farm. So let's jump in and have a little bit of a planning meeting, because the other thing I've got is Trailer Park Farm's new sheds as well. So we could use them if we wanted. So let's throw down. Let's do a bit of landscaping first, shall we? A bit of painting. So we want obviously a nice big entrance, because we're going to have some rather large machinery to ship about. So that'll do. You redeem your farm manager status for this. I think it'd be good. I'm really interested to see how it performs on a multiplayer server. Actually, I think it's going to be all right. I genuinely do, because I think it feels like it's pretty well optimized, as AFB says, for such a big map. I think it's the draw distance. There was so much going on, like far down there, way down in the distance, that it's doing a good job to hold its frame rate while it's rendering stuff in still. I think that's where the render streaming's coming in really nicely for... I was still levitated, wasn't I? Look at me. Jumping in the air with excitement. So yes, I think... well, we better plan for a big silo here, hadn't we? 16 million litres, that'll keep us going for a few days, won't it? Let's drop that there, shall we? Oh, I'm still not used to this map. Current frame rate will be sitting at a healthy 60, Jim, and not budging. Look at that. Little dip down to 59 there. There you go, down to 55. But in general, it's tight still. I can't imagine it's going to be that the whole time. I imagine there'll be some bits where it does get, especially when there's, we've got ploughed fields here. I wonder if it may drop slightly when there's cropping. So we're going to have to render a lot of cropping, isn't it? So we'll let's go back to this. Let's. I don't like how it resets your paint tool when you. Let's probably need that to loop around like that, don't we? We can't. Gonna give the trucks at least a fair chance of getting into the unload point. There we go. left my truck running. I can hear it running in the background, so kind of a drive-in, drive-out scenario here. Trailer park shed's not public yet, though. Aha! And he's added the occlusion map to the doors on this second shed now. So it's even more optimised than his first one, which he's going to update as well, I think. But, yep, 'tis all good. I think Christmas is going to be quite good this year. I think there's a lot of modders with a lot of stuff just on the verge of being released. So I think we're going to have a good Christmas. Didn't want Argsy looking out for me. So there we go. Let's get this sorted, and then we'll drop a few sheds in, including Trailer Park Farm's new... Keith McGee, if you look down in the description, I've posted it in the description for the vid, so it's just sitting there, and you can jump on and give him a follow, and show him your support that way if you fancy it. I will share, I know there's a few people who aren't Facebook users, and I think with AFB's permission as well, we'll post it in the Discord. We'll obviously use his original links, because that's always the right thing to do. But we'll share the actual media, I think it's a media file link that he's got, so... Oh, it's actually a Mega NZ, the one he sent me, so... So yes, we'll have some fun with this tomorrow, I think. Nice way to start Christmas. So, let's pop one of Trailer Park Farm's sheds down here, shall we? So, again, I showed you these on last night's stream, but if you missed it, you have got two options now for his sheds. Yeah, do I have the updated version of the big shed? No, I've got the old one still here, actually. That's interesting. It's actually too big for that. So that one can go... There was a space for it here. Have I been too optimistic with my my landscaping? Boom. There we go. Haven't updated the big sheds yet, but they're going to get the same treatment as the slightly smaller shed, which is this one. In fact, let's try and match our colourways, shall we? So this one, if I press M now... No, I'm still in the wrong one, aren't I? This one. Oh man, actually when you put them next to each other, they are radically smaller, aren't they? So if I press M now, you can scroll through different colourways for your shed colours, which is great. I'm going to try and find one that matches. We've got a red roof. Maybe they don't need to match that close. That's quite nice, though, isn't it? I like that. I think this is one of the challenges you had, wasn't it? Trailer Park. Giants only allows you to change one colour, because you can't. It won't allow you to change two different colours, so you've got to choose which one you use. So obviously, he's keeping the sides red the whole time. So that's why there's different versions at the bottom there, because you still can't have all of your colours combined. You have to have a bit of a halfway house, if you will. I'm going to readjust that drive slightly, I think. Bosh. Right, there we go. There we go, and I will readjust my my path into the There we go, we'll go around the front there. In fact, I've had enough, get rid of it all. Tarmac the lot. There we go. Clean that up as well. Always nice to have some space down the sides to park stuff as well. I'm actually getting used to these tools. I didn't like them to start with. They're a little bit... I thought they were a bit clunky, but I think you just got so used to doing what we did in 19. I've just painted the whole of the inside of the shed, which is not what I meant to do. Yeah, it's nice to... yeah, I just got used to 19, so just took a bit of getting used to. Still don't like the camera as much. Gotta get my head around that a little bit, but starting to come together a little bit. There we go. And if you want to, you can come around the back here as well. And load into here. Probably run something up here as well. Could have a little fuel point or something up here, couldn't we? Because based on these fields, we're going to have a lot of machines burning a lot of fuel. There we go. What did I say about mods and Christmas? I think we're getting a mod. We're getting a mod apocalypse over Christmas. Even though Giants are on holiday, I wonder if they've scheduled mods to be released over the next few days. And even if they hasn't, I think there's some. I think the modders working overtime to get some Christmas releases out. Okay, there we go. I don't like that though. Let's paint in between there as well. Make it look like they belong there, as opposed to placed. There we go. Tidying up. Few trees for decoration, maybe? Just to annoy us when we're... rotate it a little bit as well. Just annoy us when we're running a combine past it. You're going to be a bit tight going to the shed, to the grain hopper. I'm kind of thinking that you'll be coming in with trucks. So you're just going to bypass that. I think, yeah, it might be a bit tight actually, Jim, you're right. Might move that one. Let's get rid of that one. There we go. We'll rethink that. We've got a nice... and maybe leave that open on that side and drop one on the other side. That's what we'll do. We'll drop one on the other side. Lost my keys now. There we go. But yes, no, I think we're... sheds are one of the things we're a little bit short of at the moment, I think. So it's great to have... great to have another set of sheds coming out from Trailer Park. Always good. We should post your... you should post your links to your itch site. One of the admins just pop Trailer Park sites in as well, so people know where to get his stuff, especially if this shed is coming out tomorrow. We'll have a little look inside it in a minute. There we go. Round the edge off there. Round that off as well. Hastings north to go, so it's basically a flat map dotted with fields. It's pretty flat, but it's flat in real life, so... Lucas, I think the clues in the title to the vid, it says North Dakota map, Hastings in North Dakota. So let's have a look. I mean, look at the detail in this. That is parallax working very nicely there, because if you look close up, that's a flat visual, but parallax occlusion mapping making it really 3D there. Ah, well there you go, That you know, don't you? Beyond flat. There we go. I'm still flying in the air. There we go. And the lights are nice and bright in here as well. Look at that. Blinded. And I have to demo. I'm sorry, Trailer Park. I do love doing this, but let's just demo. If I go to wireframe mode, the further away you are, there we go. It unloads some of the big items to keep your performance high. So look at that. The shed's gone. That's what you see outside. That's what the game is rendering outside the shed when you're inside and you're facing a wall. That's what's loading in the background. Absolutely nothing. And then if I kind of wander over here, it's loaded that shed back in. Gets rid of some of it. Interesting. There we go. When we get closer. Ah, do you know why that is? Because we've got windows in the top here. So it's having to keep rendering that in. Now, if I do it on this one, I'll try that in a minute, Trailpot. If I demo this one, see, it's only loading the first two in there, and actually here it's getting rid of them all together. But that shed's missing over there. You see it loading, and the trees disappearing and loading in. It's smart, man. It's smart tech. It is. I like it. I like it a lot. So, oh yeah, let's do a little test with a. Let's do a little test with a combine then. What do we want? JHG's 790. I see a 790 there. Let's go full everything, shall we? Mitas, chunkies, contis, doublers. Am I old-fashioned that I really like big chunky dual wheels on a combine more than tracks? Like that, for me, looks the business. Numbers, oh, it only goes up to 6. Rear hitches, we'll put a hitch on. Let's go 790, of course. The 8-meter pipe, of course. If ESAB's still here, he'll love that. Likes the long pipe. Wide rear axis, yeah. Fancy chopper boards, GPS, I think so. Oh, look. Sub 2 FSG. It's all looking good, I think. We shall purchase that. What can't you use, John? Sorry, did I miss your first chat there? There you go, AFB. Feeling the love today, mate. So let's jump in this. If it'll let me. Why won't it let me? Why can't I get in the combine? What have I done wrong to deserve that? Is it because I'm in flight mode? Sometimes that happens, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, there it was. Take care, AFB. All the best, mate. Good luck tomorrow. So let's roll this in. How good is that combine? How good is that noise when you're in the shed? There we go. So now if I do the... You can see it there, obviously, because we are looking at it. We'll get away from this dirt. We'll see it through that door as well. And then straight away, keep going. Interesting, it's holding some bits of it still. Not much, though. Go back here. Loads it in all its glory there. Clever tech, clever tech. Peter, how are we? Nice to see you. The mods, no, well, this mod at the moment is PC only, but it is coming to console. I think there was a few issues with it on the console version, so they've updated that. The X9 Combine, Sid Modding's X9 Combine, is available for console, I believe, straight away. So this bad boy. Now, for some reason on this one, I like the tracks. Go figure. Let's do a US version, do an Australian version as well, which is nice. I don't think I would have tracks that narrow on a... Maybe I would. What do you think? If I've chunkier tracks, or... I think it just unloads what it deems it needs to keep the frame rate as high as possible, Diesel, I think. I'm not sure what the... this one's supposed to have tracks. I agree, they feel too narrow. There you go, chunky boys. All of the stuff... No, we don't want demo stuff, though. I don't know what demo... No, what was this one? Logo John Deere in default trans. I don't know what that means. Ah, okay, here. Well, we're not going to have that, because we're not going to have that extension. Rear hitches, yes, we want a rear hitch. Small pipe, not on your Nelly. Wide, yeah, we can go up to 19 on the big numbers as well. Crikey, that's like a football team number, isn't it? GPS, yes, I think we'll be needing that. Main colour, I like this black. That is for the big top. So we can have it black or green. Quite like it in black. Bit of a contrast. So, there we go. Let's buy one of them. Cheap at 669,000. There we go. So this is a lovely, lovely bit of kit. Can you implement the sim dashboard screens inside the cabs in the game? No, you can't, unfortunately. But most of these actually, and Sid's a good example, that they are... Some of them are working screens. You get certain levels of operation in some of them, more than the others. Look, you've got speed running there. But somebody did in FS19 create full working screens. So that may come out again as a mod. John Heinz, this is due to be released tomorrow. The link to the mapmaker AFB is in the description. Pop Greybeard, Trailer Park Farms, your sheds are the best. Yeah, I don't get much of an argument from me there. Oh, that's a nice animation on that ladder, isn't it? That's very nice. Got the silver latch where you attach the header as well. The new headers are lovely too. So, there we go. Couple of sheds, couple of big augers. Your GPS sounds super quiet in the cab due to combine. Is a way to make them loud. There will be, Dave, there's probably a way of going in and setting the audio level within one of the XMLs in the mod. But without having a little bit of a dig around, I wouldn't know what to tell you what to do here. Yeah, John Weatherman. Best thing to do: start a game with no mods in, and then add in a couple at a time, 5 at a time max. and you'll keep going, and if it's loading up fine, and you're working with mods, that's fine. And then the moment it stops, if you add another 5 in, and it stops, you'll straight away you'll have narrowed it down to those last 5 mods you switched on. So you can do a bit of trial and error that way. Is there a UK map coming out, Farmer 2021? There is. Calmsden Farm is very much in development. So that will be coming soon. I'm sure there are other ones in development as well. Tom Pemberton's map is working well as well. That looks like it's coming along. Sabastan 2, have I tried Sim Dashboard for FS22? You must be new here. I design a lot of screens for Sim Dashboard, so yes, I have. So let's get a couple of... what should we do? Let's get a couple of semis sorted. We're almost out of time, and I was only going to run for an hour tonight because it is quite late here. But does it... you know, the auto drive's still like... not funny. We can actually use the Macs now as well, can't we? Now they are working again. I don't really need GPS in the trucks. We'll get some nice auto drive courses set up for them. I haven't used... do you know what? I haven't used this at all yet. It doesn't feel right with a sleeper cab. Does it? Would you have a sleeper cab on a grain truck? Not usually, would you? Is there a drop in FPS using Sim Dashboard screens and FS? Not at all, Eric, because it doesn't go anywhere near the game. Where's the dodge from? So I did I'm trying to remember which video it was. It was the Kentucky Tornado Relief live stream. It's in there, and it is, in fact, I can tell you who it was because I wrote it down. I thought I did anyway. I maybe haven't. No, I didn't. But there is a link in there. No, I know they have sleeper cabs, Peter. I just wouldn't expect to see them on somebody hauling a grain cart, you know. They're I've never seen grain trucks need to travel at distances where they would need to sleep in cab. What should we take? Super B, or the only problem with this Super B is it's got dual hoppers front and rear, so it's just like they have to go through the hassle of sorting 4 hoppers on this map. Yeah, you're right, Ed. You're right. I can't see past the pace setters, to be honest. I do love a pace setter in silver. There we go. Raisins and oats needed as well, Saran. Okay, there you go. I really haven't spent a lot of time looking at productions yet. I need to get into it. Might lend itself well to this map. There we go. Do I have my logo on it? I did have my logo on a trailer, and then I found out that it had been stolen. One of the modders, it'd been... somebody else had taken it and released it without the modder being aware. So I have removed it because that is very disrespectful to the modder. Yep. When you find the mod that's corrupted, what do you need to do? You take it off. Yeah, I would just delete it from your computer, John. Get rid of it altogether. There's no point in keeping it there because it's it's not going to get any better. Hopefully they'll fix it. Keep an eye on the modder, and hopefully he'll release it. $52 miles an hour. Wow, I think we're going to need a faster truck. So what we'll do, I'm going to fire up one of these combines. We'll just do we'll run a length of this field, I think, in there. Let's just pop this here, halfway. There we go. Anyone know if Autodrive deals with dual hoppers? I don't know actually for 22. I've not tested it yet. I know it was sometimes a little bit annoying with 19. So I've got to say, I'm loving this 770 almost more than the X9. Am I allowed to say that? Look at that detail in there, it's fantastic. And the stalk stompers work as well. So let's give them a bash. There we go, stalk stompers down. Now if I switch to here, I should be able to do that. That. Do the other side open. That. There we go. Love the fact that sides open up. Big fan of that. Evening Waylon, how you doing? Nice to see you. White Christmas for Henrik tomorrow. Cool. Oh, mind the tree. Come on, FSG, pay attention. This is making me want to upgrade my combine screen for Sim Dash. Might be something I'll find the time to do over Christmas week. Now that I'm off. My stalk stompers aren't low enough. There you go. Now if I push them low, look. See that? It's clearing the corn stalks. Very cool. Right, let's run this, shall we? Let's put GPS on. Because why would you want a wonky line in this field? It does look, it's taking the edge of the grass there out ever so slightly, just flattening it. B, let's just turn our lines on. Set our width. Should have turned Sim Dash on for this actually, shouldn't I? There we go. Power up. Off we go. 8 miles an hour, moving nicely. How do you lower the stompers? Right mouse button, Eric. Or left mouse button. Left mouse button, there you go. Very cool. I think that's what he's using, Simon. Yes, he's using the mulcher technology to remove the stalks afterwards, which is clever. I love it. I love it when the modders just take an idea and they just run with it. Fine, you're going to do it like that? Well, we'll do this with it. Is that the fit? This is a 12.5 meter header that came out today, 16 row. So definitely the biggest we've got in game now. Does the game recognise it as mulching? You ask good questions, Simon. No, it's classing it as harvested at the moment. No, it's classing it as mulched as well. There you go. So yes, it does. So you're actually saving yourself a task. Although it's interesting that it's not working on the left-hand side here, right-hand side here for some reason. That's interesting. Anyway, look at us. Look at our truck that we parked up here. Parked off in the distance. It's a dot. Genuinely, how much fun would it be? A crew of you, 6 combines. I'm going to pick some of the biggest fields. Even the odd shapes. I like the odd shapes as well. I'm not a square field guy. I have to say, I think it's the coming from the UK where nothing in the entire country has a straight line against it. So certainly not the farming fields. So yeah, Zadia, they both came out in the mod hub today, so you can grab them. Oh, possibly, Doug. Yeah, possibly. So there we go. One pass of this field is throwing up 52% of our combine. And we're not at the end yet. We're not even close to the end yet. Still going. And we're doing 8 miles an hour. You're not being the auger driver. I think we might need probably 6 auger cart drivers as well. Have you ever tried VR and fire? I don't think it doesn't have real VR, does it? It's got head tracking, but I don't think we've got full VR for it yet, have we? Oh, I'm sure I can find a shiny X9 for you, Esab. Possibly, Eric. I'm going to go back down and have another bash and see if I can, because I am actually, if you look at this, the header's actually grabbing that last row, even though it's not, but that said, it wouldn't, if it was out, it would be out on both sides, wouldn't it? But there we go, one pass of this field and we are going to be probably best part of 80% full. Don't mind carting corn in your own MP, but when everyone's doing their own things, carting. So there you go, look at it mulching the grass there at the edge of the field. %. Is it mulching? It is, Ed. It is. So it counts it as a mulch as well. So it's counting it's harvested there, but after you go to the soil composition, it's mulched it for you as well. So you're actually saving yourself a job because you're not having to go back over it and get it mulched after the fact. There we go. So it's got it this time. Oh no, it hasn't. So it started then, and then it's moved off. Do you know what we might do here? Let's try. Am I going? I don't know which way I'm offsetting, but so the side that wasn't working is now working, and the side that who knows. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just trying to see on the map when it's recording it on the map as being done, so it could be a graphical glitch actually. Possibly. I'm going to try. Look, if I switch let me switch my auto drive off here and move over a little bit so I'm on them. It is an alignment thing. There you go. It is an alignment thing. It was just ever so slightly off. I've gone the other way. You need to be pretty bang on. Oh no. I wonder if it's a graphical glitch then. Because it's sort of switching on and switching off depending on where you are on the... You've got to get it bang accurate. There we go, we're full anyway. Look at that, I judged where to put the truck perfectly, yeah? Yeah, it does look like it's actually capturing it from a mulch perspective of the whole field. Which makes me think it could well just be a... Is that a flex header? Have we got a flex header? Oh no, I've just got... Just wrecking my stalk stompers by reversing with them down. There we go. With a long pipe, I'm not judging it with the long pipe very well there. There we go. But yeah, loving the 790. Ooh, nice fast unload speed as well, look at that. Do we approve of this fill plane, ESAB? It's very natural and fluid, that, isn't it? JHH, she's done a good job on that. Oh, look at it getting caught on the lip there. Oh, I like that. There we go. Nice fill planes there as well. Right. There we go, folks. We are going to leave it there, I think. I've had a little bit of a taster for it. Hopefully, like I said, this will be out tomorrow. AFB's link to his Facebook page is in the description if you want to go and give him a follow. We'll try and post it on the Discord as well for you non-Facebook people. And we will try and get something up for a new multiplayer as quickly as we can. But this has been worth waiting for, I think. Something a bit different, something to get your teeth into. Like I said, it's a real blank canvas of a map, so loads of potential to do what you want with it. I could see this working for, you know, a big multiplayer server with 8 farms on it, or everybody mucking in to do their own thing. But it runs smooth, it's got big fields, we've got new big combines, it's Christmas. What's not to like? What's not to like? So we will leave it there. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I am going to have tomorrow off, and I'm going to have Christmas Day off. So I will bid you all a wonderful Christmas, and we'll maybe see you all again after the big day, when you're all full of turkey or whatever your vice is on Christmas Day. Maybe we can all get together for a relaxing stream or something on Boxing Day. We'll see how we go, but all the best to you and your families and friends. Enjoy the break, enjoy the time off work, and hope Santa's good to you. I think he already has. So for now, take care, all the best guys, take care, bye bye.